Hey, MKSilverSax here, and I'm going to be playing some DCS A-10C. If you are a flight sim buff, you probably have heard of this. I did play this back in the day, back in 2011 or 12. Not too long after it came out, but I've recently gotten back into it. I've been spending a few hours. And eventually, we'll probably invest in some sort of HOTAS Warthog system for it. That I'll just go ahead and say it. I've already invested in it, but it will be on its way shortly. And you'll notice that my head tracking too is on. I've had track IR for a while, so let's go ahead and check out a mission. Not sure which one I want to. Maybe Sunset Sierra. I've attempted this one a few times. In the past, I think I remember a little bit about it. Let's see. Forces broke the Georgian defensive last night. Objective. Ground alert team was tasked to respond. So, looks like takeoff at 2000, contact Firefly 5 near waypoint 3, get target info, destroy enemy artillery positions, okay, and then ask Firefly 5 for other targets in the area if you have enough fuel and ordnance. And then, of course, 5 is RTB. Got AWACS on 120, AOE main, 1.4, our flight group 303.5, and Firefly, God, I can't even say that. Firefly 5 at 65.5. That's not even fair. You know they did that on purpose. All right. Also, folks, we have Dave joining us tonight. Say hi, Dave. Not. He might come back and say hi in a bit. I know that he was eating dinner, and he'll be sticking around for comic relief. Go ahead and launch the mission. For the sake of right now, I do have easy radio on. I just don't like messing around with frequencies. But we'll go ahead and get everything set up. Center my view. Have the program we want on, so defense we'll do three times and 3 times. Turn. Take a look at here. EAC is armed, and then we'll take a look at our armaments. It looks like we have 3 AGM-65Ds and 3 AGM-65H. Let's see if that's correct. Cancel. Yep, H and D. And then we have 4 CBU-97s underneath. We've got some AM-9 Sidewinders, just in case we come across any air contacts. We have the Lightning Pod for our TGP, and of course then we have the countermeasure, the ANALQ. So let's go ahead and warm up the Mavericks. And go ahead and hit the adjustment for the AM9. We'll also check to see if we need to put a profile on the CBU-97s. I think those are probably already on an active profile at the moment. In fact, let's go ahead and make those CCRP. That'd make them a little bit easier to drop. That way we don't have to nose down and use visual. All right, and we're going to go ahead and save the profile. Go back to the TAD. Got on the CDU, so I'm going to go ahead and move it over to TGP. TGP select on. We'll wait till that warms up because we're going to be engaging ground targets. Check to make sure we have everything set here. Okay. Got our wingmen back there, so let's go ahead and punch it. Hold the brakes for a second as we spool up the throttle. Turn off nose wheel steering. Feels like we've got a pretty nasty crosswind. Start rotating. Got positive. All right. You're up.
Hello.
Hey, Dave's back.
Yeah, sorry, I was watching you on my TV downstairs. Actually,
How's it looking, by the way?
fantastic.
Excellent. Glad to hear that.
And then I came upstairs, and my daughter decided she wanted to keep watching you, so she's watching you downstairs.
Nice. Glad to have the viewers.
Daughter, mother, young.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and make our way over to waypoint 2. To pull the TAD out a little bit. Let's 20 miles should be. I like to turn the map off. I don't care for the map overlay unless I really need a good understanding of the topography, the area. I'm not on. I'm on.
Pull up, pull up.
Yeah, for some odd reason, the waypoints are not being highlighted on the TAD. Yeah. Oh no, they are. Yeah. It's weird because the first waypoint, or it says, 1 is waypoint 2. I'm gonna go ahead and just, I'm going to go ahead and set it to the area we were going to be operating in. AO. Okay. Switch TGP over to air to ground. TGP soy and slew that. Play that to the point of interest, or our waypoint. And I feel like I'm fighting the joystick here. Go ahead and set this to path, and autopilot's on. Yeah, there's a decent wind coming from south, and it's just kind of tossing the jet around. So maybe if we get a little bit of altitude, who knows? Maybe it's a low altitude wind. My wingmen go. Oh, there he is. 5 o'clock. Go ahead and arm our master. And we want to take out any of the anti-air targets first. So let's go ahead and select our AGM-65D Mavericks, which tend to lock on a little bit nicer. This EGP, and then we're going to put this on Maverick. Take it off autopilot for a bit, now that we're approaching 12,000. And we're gonna change our autopilot to altitude and heading. I'm really fighting the joystick tonight. Ridiculous. I'm currently using Logitech Extreme 3D Pro that I've had for several years. In fact, Dave, I think you have this too, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's do some infrared. We'll do white hot. And there are some targets down there. Right, let's see if there's anything that is going to be particularly damaging to an A-10 that wants to just, I don't know, loiter. Ooh, what do we have there? Behind a tree, it looks like a Shilka? It is really hard to tell. I think these look like the, yeah, those are the artillery. Why do I keep calling it artillery? Not even a word. Artillery. Yeah, those are artillery. I should just be cool and call it arty. Okay. Point. And oh, you're getting close. Pretty close. Not too close. You know, I seem to remember the last time I played this, which was a while back, there is something that launches missiles out there. And I want to say it's this guy right here. I just can't get good visual. So we've got some tanks out there. It looks like maybe T-72s or something. Not quite sure. Oh, wait. There's a... Yeah, we definitely want to take that out. Oh, come on, get a lock. 16.8 miles out? Yeah, it's probably not going to get a lock yet. But what I'm going to do right now is decrease the throttle, and by doing that, if we approach a little bit slower, we could actually take out a few targets on our first pass. Whoa.
Warning, autopilot.
Yes, bring autopilot. because we're going to try not to get so close as to get within range of their air defenses. Looks like we are getting very close, though. This should start locking on very soon. Autopilot stables out here. I'm using the AGM-65D, so should lock on very quickly. Hopefully, if not now, by the time we get to, oh, I don't know, 9 miles out. All right, 8.2. I'm waiting here. Yeah, it's just not finding lock. Oh, we found it. There we go. Wait till it is within range. I'll wait till that carrot comes down into range bar just a little bit more. All right, Hog 1-1, rifle. And one away. Go ahead and... oh, let's lock up another target. Out there. Autopilot didn't like that.
Contact armored target, 1 o'clock, port 3.
Oh man, I'm...
Contact armored target, 1 o'clock, port 5.
yeah, that's definitely the wind. That's not
Contact
not the
armored
joystick.
target, 12 o'clock, port 1-1. Contact target, 12 o'clock, port 1.
Alright, we found another one. Rifle.
Warning, autopilot.
Contact target, 12 o'clock, port 7.
Okay. So we're going to
Contact air defense target, 12 o'clock, port 6.
oh, they're below us probably. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead.
Contact air defense target, 1 o'clock, port 4.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell the wingmen to engage
Contact armored target, 12 o'clock, port 1.
air defenses.
2. Engage air defenses. 2. Copy.
I just destroyed a Shilka.
Engaging air defenses.
Nice.
Running in.
Just took out a T-72 as well,
Missile
apparently.
away.
Yeah, now I'm fighting the wind from the right. So I know it's not my joystick because now that I've made a 180-degree turn, I'm fighting the wind from the opposite direction. So you know what? With that said, though, maybe we should just use that as a nice tailwind to approach the targets. I don't know. Seems like the wind is coming from the south.
9 o'clock, port 6.
Hey, wingman. Engage targets of opportunity.
Engage targets of opportunity.
We're also going to contact Firefly 5-1. Wow, I said it that time. Check in 15 minutes.
Firefly 5-1. This is 4212 A-10.
Medieval. Dive, strafe left, climb.
I have.
So what do you want me to do? Dive or climb?
AGM 65D. GBU 12. GBU 38. CBU 97. Rockets 2,300. Gun. Time on station is 0 plus 15. Available for tasking. What do you have for us?
Alright, give us a laundry list.
This is Firefly 5-1. Type 3 in effect. Advise when ready for 9 line. Contact air defense target. 12 o'clock. Port 9.
Hog 1-1, ready to copy.
Contact air defense target. 12 o'clock. Port 1. 2. Artillery, Mike, 3, 6,
Do all the things.
4, 2,
Thanks,
no
Medieval.
mark, 0, east, 14,000, egress, east. Advise when ready for remarks and further talk on.
Yep. Solid copy. Alright, let's put that in. Level out.
Warning, autopilot.
Of course. Can't even fight the wind.
Warning, autopilot.
Running in.
Or my drone could do a better idea, or do a better job at doing that. Alright.
Missile away.
Oh, that missile was not for us. Was the enemy. And we've got 1 times T-72 here's. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to... How many Mavericks do we have left? I'm going to check out one of these AGM-65H. And we are way too close to the target for that. So let's go ahead and head back to E. Oh, no. We're not way too close to the target for that.
Missile away.
Get in there and see, he is to the left of the tree.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Wingman's actually doing some good work there. I like it. Yeah, these AGM-65H's don't do a thing, man. You have to, I guess... Oh, man. Wingman, RTB.
2, RTB. Unable.
Unable? Uh-oh.
Warning, autopilot.
Let myself fly over the target area, so I've got to make a loop around here, but hopefully the SAM sites, if there was any surface-to-air missile capabilities down there, hopefully we've neutralized those. I'm going to go in and do a CBU run on the artillery line, because that is our main
Warning, autopilot.
target.
Warning, autopilot.
Man, joystick is patchy. This is awful. I feel like I'm gonna get sick.
Warning,
Yep,
autopilot.
warning, autopilot yet again. So, Wingman, navigation, return to base.
2, RTB. Negative.
Okay. What's your status then? Actually, can you rejoin
2,
formation?
Join up. 2, unable.
Okay. So the question is, where is he? Unfortunately, because it's AI, you can't have them explain. Go ahead and take a look at this, and we're going to switch over to CBU 97s. Go ahead and put the target area at our 12 o'clock. Be about there. But we need to get the targets first. So back out of that view, and it looks like the target they were in a there they are. Okay. think that we can probably put some of these cluster bombs in between the groupings.
Warning, autopilot.
Because from my understanding, cluster bombs, they open up a rack and the like parachutes all these little warheads that seek out like ground radar targets. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me, but it appears that they there's like a secondary like firing where it'll automatically seek out armored targets. So we're gonna go ahead and descend a little bit and see if that helps our situation with fighting this awful wind. I'm waiting for the Pipper to get a countdown. That was me just taking my hand off the joystick. Awesome. Alright. So let's back our view out a little bit just to make sure that we're still in between the armor. We've got 14 seconds until we drop. On away. Now, this isn't very simulator-like of me to do this, but whoa, hello. That's anti-air. That's anti-air as well. But we're gonna watch these guys in action. See what these things do. I'm not gonna completely stay on them the whole time. I'm gonna kind of switch back and forth on the view so I don't dive right into the ground, but is on here. Yeah, you can tell that the wind is really carrying those away. All right, so what happens here? Okay, so we've got the secondary targets. They're popping up. And anything? Anything? I mean, I couldn't see. I don't think that did anything. Right, so we had a couple of vehicles down there firing at us. Oh, it looks like 2 is returning to base. Good. Was some sounded like they were damaged. EGP, let's bring that over. Something over here that was not playing nicely. Have right there. Oh, yeah, it's a BTR. I can't help. Armored transport. There we go. Up there. Rifle. Go and switch to guns. Strafe. Uh-oh. Where'd the point go? was something over here. BTR 80 destroyed? What? Something is shooting at me over here. Oh, is that... Is that a guy?
Pull up, pull up.
Bring the bird.
Pull up, pull up.
I think that was the one guy that was shooting at me before with, just had some gunfire from the BTRs. I think they clipped it all. Oh, destroyed. Nice. Okay. Wait. That was a weird sound. 5H. Selected. Excellent. Bring up, no, TGP. Actually, I could probably just get by with using the Maverick view alone, just based off of my general knowledge of this place. Oh, so... Oh, there's something right there. Come on, lock on. I don't even think that's gonna hit. Let's see. Gonna hit? Nope. No, it did. Nice. All right.
Pull up, pull up.
Go ahead and contact Firefly 51.
Ready to copy remarks. Use CBU 97, SA-19 Northwest 6 nautical. Make your attack heading 0250. Wind 220 at 7 meters per second.
025. Or 250 to 250. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's an entire range that I could come swooping down on them. That makes sense. Okay. We are going to switch over to the CBU 97. Get some targets. I'm actually going to turn off my gun, I'm just going to put it on safe. Not sure. That is also affecting my flight. Just a tiny bit. Okay, let's pull our view out just a bit. Start tracking these targets. Yeah. Over here. I've lost my targets. That's something that's definitely destroyed. Oh, you know what? Wrong place. Where is that artillery? It was on the line down there. We got Super Shadow 88 coming in. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining.
Altitude, altitude.
I think I have a visual on them. All right. Some gnarly wind gusts. You know what, Medieval? It does feel like I'm doing all the things. Man, this thing is just not stable at all. I remember flying this mission before and not having to fight against the wind all the whole time. Maybe... I don't know, maybe like the joystick sensitivity is up or something. I'm going to make another pass. I'm actually going to pass from... How? Is my plane damaged? Any damage? Yeah, I don't think I was hit at all. I think I could actually go at a lower altitude. And that way the wind won't affect bombs as much. There they are. Okay. Well, let's just go for that. Okay, that point is locked on. Reduce altitude and reduce speed. No, I think it might actually be my joystick this time. Gotta say, the calibration's been way off. The Extreme 3D Pro joystick is not great in Windows 10. So, yeah. Right, coming up on target. Oh, we are not coming up on the target. Where'd it go? Yeah. Okay, then. Did I just pass my opportunity? Invalid fuel. What? Oh, hello.
Pull up, pull up.
Glad to know that the artillery likes to shoot back. It must have a coaxial gun or a turret or something on board.
Pull up, pull up.
Okay, this will help us gain altitude and shear off a little speed. And what do we have? There we go. It's kind of there. There. 3, 2, 1. One away. Alright. Let's see if... Alright. I have to do something. Found these little parachutes. They're canisters, and then right before they hit the ground, they like fire up. And then there's these little... Very interesting. Like these little tracking warheads. Oh! Ooh, hello. Oh, nice.
Warning, autopilot.
Oh, that just took out... That just took out 3 of them. I like it. Haha. Do a little bit more target tracking here. Now this is how the joystick is going to behave. Actually, you know what? I'm curious. Let's go to options. No, not option. Adjust controls and commands. And let's go over to... Oh. Yeah, for some reason it was the Joy RZ axis. Kind of freaking out. Okay. Actually, that's better. I mean, I don't even think that calibrated it. Maybe it did. I'm not fighting the wind nearly as much. All right, let's swing around. Maybe that's all I needed to do. I feel like I have to calibrate the joystick every time I use it in Windows, but even that doesn't work that well. I'm really looking forward to getting the Thrustmaster Warthog HOTAS. Oh, this is so much better. I mean, I'm still fighting the wind a little bit. There was clearly some wind, and that was a factor in... I may have spoke too soon. No, you know what? It seems like it's better. Hopefully the wingman was able to make it back to base. After we drop this final CBU, we're going to go ahead and contact Firefly and see if there's anything else for tasking. 20 seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It didn't drop. Oh, oversteer. 6, 5, 4, 3. Nope. Too shallow. Well, we know where it's at, so... Whoa.
Pull up, pull up.
Well, we know it has guns, so... We're going to switch over to our guns. And that's it. All that gun? This is a gun.
Pull up, pull up.
I don't know, man. You shouldn't have done that. You fired at me. Oh, that seems like it's a mistake.
Pull up,
Here
pull
comes
up.
Here comes the Brrrt.
4, 2,
Altitude,
1. Target
altitude.
destroyed.
Nice.
4, 2, 1. No further
Pull up,
tasking available.
pull up.
Good job. You may depart.
Copy. All right. No more targets. We're going to go weapon safe. Do one last sweep of the area just to check to make sure all the targets are down, even though we did have
Pull up,
a
pull up.
JTAC crew down there. By the way, JTAC is usually your ground crew that like lasers and lets you know opportunities of interest. Go ahead and take TGP off. Laser arm off. Destroyed. Okay. Our CDU on the right, MFCD, and put our TAD on the left. Get a nice flyby here. I don't see any damage. All right. Go ahead and set our steer point to initial position, which was we're at. Take a look at my knee board just to make sure I have the right airport.
Warning, autopilot.
Oh. Baziani. All right, let's go ahead and contact them. Let them know inbound. A-10C. Contact Baziani on 140. Inbound.
4, 2, 1. Inbound.
421, not Hogland.
2-1. Mazani, fly heading 101. 426.
101.
27.98. Runway 13 to pattern altitude.
13. Okay. QFA 27.98. 89. Seven. Nine, 9, 8. Okay. Go ahead and set course set. 1. I think it said 101, I think, right? I can't tell. Miles, let's go ahead and your ILS is on. You're landing runway 13. Probably just
Warning, autopilot.
and instead of flying around, probably won't need to fly around and do a downwind approach. We're just going to go ahead and do a direct approach to the runway. Since you're essentially on the same heading.
Warning, autopilot.
Are you kidding me? Really? This is ridiculous. That was me letting go of the joystick. Okay. What about now? Let's see, it's still 30 degrees. 20 degrees. 10 degrees. Alright. Still pulling left.
Warning, autopilot.
Stop. It really makes me wonder if the issue is with the joystick still. Hey, even out.
Warning, autopilot.
And it happens again. Alright. Am I seriously going to have to do this manually all the way back? Planning on kind of letting it be a smooth flight all the way back. Okay, so hands are off the joystick completely.
Warning, autopilot.
Yeah, that's the wind. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and drop altitude. I've diverted off my course by at least 30 degrees. So 12 miles out. I believe it's the second. Yeah, second airport there. Got the first one. I forgot the name of the first one, and I can see the runway right now. We're almost lined up with it. In fact, I'm going to go just a little bit left so that we can just have the remainder of our inbound turn into our final. I mean, after all, we're not really playing online, and don't see too much AI air traffic. Okay, phase in sight. Or 2-1 on long final. Go ahead and and shear off some speed.
Tier 1, cleared for visual, contact tower.
Contacting tower, request
4, 2,
landing.
1, request landing. Tier 1, Razani, cleared to land, runway 13, wind 041 at 7 meters per second.
Copy, runway 13. We're gonna go ahead and dump all flaps by now. Normally it would, but I need that extra stability because we are fighting this crosswind. I feel like we have a 20-degree approach to the airfield. Look at this. I'm literally going sideways. That's rough. Right, well, wish me luck, because this is going to be a very interesting landing. Maybe after we clear off some more altitude. Might be underneath.
Altitude, altitude.
Gotcha. Came in a little high here. A little bit lower, but it is what it is. Came a little bit faster than I wanted to as well. Let's go pull back, rotate. Got that. Butter. Nope, not really. We missed our opportunity with that one, so I'm going to go ahead. Turn on nose wheel steering. And catch the next taxiway. Even on the ground, it seems like there's a little pull. Quite a bit of wind. Over to...
Tier 1, taxi to parking area.
Copy. Now, in a lot of missions, I like flying... we'll actually start on the ramp or the parking area and start the jet up, and it usually takes anywhere between like 6 to 10 minutes to get everything set up, loaded into the CDU, and such as the flight plan and the weapons loadout and the profiles for all that, and your standard aviation for aircraft startup and takeoff procedure. So it does take a little bit of time, but we wanted to get right into the action tonight. This is the first time I've streamed this, and I'm sure that you guys didn't want to necessarily watch that whole process, but if you're interested in seeing it, please let me know, and I really am interested in hopefully doing some more live streaming or edited videos of DCS World Series. Dave was talking about maybe getting this as well. We were thinking about maybe getting the F-14 series. That way we can fly, we can co-fly an F-14. So one of us is a pilot and the other will be our the Rio. So let's see, we've got all that on safe. But we are going to go through the... Actually, this is a prime opportunity for a nice screenshot. So if you guys would like a nice screenshot, it's like a desktop background, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and take one right now. Get another one from maybe this angle. It's not playing with the light enough. That looks kind of cool. Alright, so if you guys want a desktop background or something, you want one of the screenshots, let me know. I will send it to you. And pull those flaps up. We forgot to do that. We approach the taxiway. And we will go ahead and start turning off the systems. So we'll start with the computers. Every time we turn off a system, we'll get master caution. Turn off our countermeasures. The yaw stabilizer and the pitch stabilizer. And the altitude, the radar altimeter. Off ILS and each. Go ahead and just turn off the CDU completely. Caution. Alright, and now we start turning out the engine. So I'm going to start with the right engine, so engine 2. Down, good. And the left engine. 1. Both off. Caution. Caution. Okay. Now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and canopy. We're going to make sure that our fuel is off. Okay, the APU is obviously off because when we started, the engines were already on, and we didn't have to worry about the auxiliary power unit, so all that is off. Go ahead and turn off the oxygen flow, so canopy open. Also on. Turn off the heat. On this side, we're going to go ahead and disengage the ejection control. Master caution. We're going to go ahead and turn off comms. We're going to turn off our UHF and both of our VHF radios. And then now what we have left, landing lights. We just have basically inverter. Should have turned off the AC gen. I was turning it off. We're going to go ahead and turn off the inverter. Master caution. Turn off our nose wheel steering. Turn off anti-skid. Caution. And then finally, before we turn the battery off, I'm going to dump the landing ladder. Or not that landing. The ladder over on the left-hand side. I'm going to turn the battery off. Plane is off. So the cool thing about the A-10 is it's got like this little built-in ladder that kind of floops out of the side of the jet. Pretty cool. So this is kind of interesting, and I don't know if this is true or not, so anybody who is familiar with the A-10, let me know, but I was under the impression that the control surfaces, so like the rudders, the spoilers, and all of those were ailerons were all hydraulic. So right now I seem to be activating those control surfaces, the joystick. If the plane is completely powered off, can you actually move those? I mean, are they hydraulic? Are they what's going on there? I would assume that if the system is off, it wouldn't be able to move any of that unless it had a wired connection So I have no idea. Anyway, let's go ahead and quit. We'll check our briefing. Congratulations, you've been awarded the Purple Heart. Was I injured? I don't think I was injured. Let's see. So object, I was Bore 2-1. Don't think anything hit me. No. Nothing hit my plane. So, I'm looking under target. And I'm looking for the word hit. And myself in the target. And I don't see that my plane got hit at all. So, yeah, that's very strange. See, let's see if our Bore 2-2, did he make it back? Yeah. Bore 2-2 came back and landed, so, hit by an IFV BMP-3, so it took some 30 mil fire. Jeez. Thanks. And then we also got we did some massive damage too. So this is essentially a list of everything that happened out on that field / in the air as we since we started the mission. So you guys probably can't see it because it's very tiny typing. And then the nice thing about the simulator is you could actually save the track. You could save the replay. I'm not going to do that. But it looks like my wingman took out 1 air defense and 6 vehicles, and I took out 9 vehicles, so not bad. All right. So there's also a logbook as well. Got the air medal and apparently a Purple Heart for who knows why. 14 landings, 3 ejections. Mainly those 3 ejections were from a mission that I was having a really tough time with. It was the mission was Hideout, and I was going about it the wrong way. I actually instead of just doing CAS, I was also doing Seed as well, and I shouldn't have been doing Seed. I should have let the other friendly aircraft take out the SAM sites before I went in. So I was trying to do the whole thing, and it wasn't ending up well for my plane. Let's just put it that way. But no death, so well, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. But thank you guys very much for joining me. This was A-10C Warthog, which is a module for DCS World, or Digital Combat Series Simulator. If you want to see some more, hit that thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, feel free to take a look at my other pages. So youtube.com/MKSilverSax, twitch.tv/MKSilverSax. You can also find me on Mixer and Facebook. And what else? I didn't stream to Steam, but I might do that later. Who knows? Anyway, thank you guys very much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.